have not lost away from Los Angeles. Pretty crazy right there, Rob.
Pretty impressive. You know, the thing about the Lakers is they'll scare you. They will scare you right down the stretch, especially going against a team like Atlanta. And this is the game I worry most about because this is the middle game of a 5-game road trip. And they would kind of been struggling with the Orlando game, with the Miami Heat game, even though the Miami Heat was the best team that they played so far. But this game was a game that made me fear them because you come in Atlanta and you say, okay, they're not that good. They're the worst team in the East. They got Trae Young, and Trae Young get out. But they played them close, and they had a lot of turnovers. That lets me know that they weren't focused.
James, 1 win away. You beat the Pacers, which we all are a little bit scared about.
That's
a sneaky one, game 4 on the trip. They will have a chance to tie that 71-72 record of 16 road wins in a row in Milwaukee. Milwaukee might be on a big win streak still at that point. That could be a lot of fun, but you had to get through this one first.
Yes, still in contention. They still have an opportunity to get to that 16th win on the road. That would be remarkable. But I just feel like at some point one of these type games is going to catch up with them. They've had a few of them.
Like Memphis, Chicago.
Yeah, and they've been able to close them out. That shows signs that they are capable. But I think, they're going to have to really focus in on Indiana to get to Milwaukee. You want to go to Milwaukee undefeated. You don't want to go in there losing the game. Yeah. But I just like the fact that, Rondo tonight came in with 11 points, a stabilizer, didn't allow them to get out of control. Atlanta was never able to, come back and take a lead and put them in trouble. So the fact that they were able to sustain that's positive on the road.
Yeah, I really thought that Indiana in 2 days was going to be the trap game, right? The Lakers have lost 6 in a row in Indiana. LeBron, a lot of crazy playoff history there. But it turns out this might have been the trap game, and maybe the Lakers got out of it. I say trap game in relation to the big Milwaukee game on Thursday, obviously. Lakers kind of fell in love with that 3, and it was not loving them back, guys. 16% behind the arc. We were talking before the game. They've been shooting the 3 really well all season, tied for 6th in the league. Not today, though.
Listen, you see LeBron James right there. Yesterday, you got to see his son, Bronny, play in his native town of Ohio against his alma mater, which was really cool for him, and he was back and scoring 32 tonight, and now you see him signing his shoes. He will be talking to Mike Trudell shortly, and LeBron James and Anthony Davis combining for 52 points, 26 rebounds, 10 assists, and 5 blocks, Rob. So on nights like tonight where you think, man, the Lakers are doing everything they can to kind of give this one away, they don't deserve to win. At the end of the day, they have the 2 best players by far on the court, and superstars get it done. And listen, this is life in the NBA. You go on the road, you go on that East Coast trip, these kind of games can be close. Orlando was no picnic. Miami was a great game that they were up for. But today, we knew this would be kind of an ugly game, and it was.
Yeah, it was very ugly. It's one of these games that we was also talking about, should LeBron rest in this game? After hurting his elbow and making the trip and playing a lot of minutes, been looking fatigued in that Heat game. But he persevered. He came out and he did what he's supposed to do. This is a true sign of a true champion. He came out. He took care of business. He wanted everybody to know, hey, we're not going to lose in the road. We're going to go out. I'm going to do everything I can. He scored, 18 and 19 points in the second quarter.
17 in the second.
17 in the second quarter. And he was just taking over. I've never seen him dunk that many times in the first half since he was a young guy. And so that lets you know he was energized, he was engaged, and he was ready to roll.
All right, let's go back to Atlanta. LeBron is with Mike Trudell.
All right, LeBron, it looked like you just brought the jersey and the shoes over. Was that Oak that's over there?
No, yeah, that's Uncle Oak over there. But I gave my jersey to Lil Boosie, one of my favorite rappers growing up, and 80s man. So he asked for it, so he got it. But it's good. It's good. We got a lot of fans here.
All right, so last night you get to watch your son play. I heard at halftime you told Rachel Nichols how that kind of inspired you, got you excited to come here. We saw some of that today. Just how does that go through your head as you're now on this floor, your son last night?
It's just a blessing. It's a blessing. It's an honor to play the game that I love to play it in front of Laker Nation and also people all the way around the world, and just try to do what's best for the team to try to help them win throughout the course of the game. And to be there and see my son last night, to see what he was able to accomplish with his respect with his team and his friends, and for us to come out here to get a win, it's pretty cool.
A lot of highlight plays today, probably the best, the between the legs pass to Dwight, but how about when Rondo faked the alley-oop to you and then you went for the fake block? Is that what happened on that one?
Yeah, because he's supposed to throw that lob, being the cerebral point guard that he is. He's supposed to throw that lob, so I tried to go get a block, and I was unsuccessful at both.
No, I mean, you weren't actually going to touch it, though. It was the fake block. Come on, you were going to get it.
No, he hit me with the fake pass, so I hit him with the fake block.
That's all right. Last thing, just another win on the road, LeBron. You keep stacking these things up. It wasn't easy tonight. Guys weren't hitting shots, turnovers, but what's been consistent about this team to get these victories?
No matter what the game presents itself, we've been able to, figure it out. We couldn't throw a quarter in the ocean tonight. And we were turning the ball over. And versus a young team, you can't do that. You give them so many opportunities. But just being resilient and relying on our defense, knowing that we can get stops in critical times, and just trying to execute on the other end.
All right, appreciate it. Don't want to keep AD waiting anymore.
Damn, you still got it.
All right, guys. LeBron James leading the Lakers to yet another victory on the road.
Indeed, Mike, and they actually combined for 59 points. I think I shortchanged them there by 7. 26 rebounds. They combined for 5 blocks. LeBron had 7 assists. They had 13 rebounds each. Really impressive night, big game, James, from your 2 superstars. I know AD twisted his ankle. I'm sure we'll hear more about that as the postgame show goes on, and we'll be monitoring that, I'm sure, on Monday. But he stayed in the game and made a difference, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, we were talking about what you need when you go on the road. And I said, you got to start with some defense.
Yeah.
And Rob said, you need some horses when you go on the road.
How about both?
and that's exactly, the defense wasn't always there tonight, but they had those horses tonight, man. Both LeBron and AD, carried this team. I'm not sure they would have been able to pull it off if one of them would have taken a load management game tonight. But LeBron in particular, man, he really lifted this team when Atlanta started getting that momentum like they would want to upset them. Those 2 horses, man, came to work tonight.
Big game. I think you do bring up a great point, though. LeBron even said after that Orlando game, we weren't great offensively tonight, but we held this team in their building to under 90 points. It's the same thing with Atlanta. They shot 35%, James, just 96 points.
Yeah, it's that magical 96. They held Denver and Utah to that same number on back-to-back nights a couple weeks ago. I'm wondering if maybe they missed Kuzma on a night like tonight. The Laker reserves only 17 points total against a pretty weak Atlanta backup unit. The Hawks reserves almost doubled up the Lakers in points. So maybe, a guy like Kuz, he's missed a couple games with that sprained ankle. Not that he's having a great season. He's kind of been a little herky-jerky, a lot of injuries, a lot of stops and starts.